Rama Rama, Sarvebhyah Namaskaraha. So today we are in session 23 of Pathamala 1. We will be seeing the vocative case of Vibhaktis today. And let us begin with Mangala Shloka. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalasphटिका Kritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Saraswati Namastestu Vena Pustakadharini Hamsavahana Marudhe Vidyadanam Kurushvame. So today's Subhashitam is Aneka Shastram Bahu Veditavyam Alpascha Kalo Bahavascha Vignaha Yat Sarabhutam Tat Upasitavyam Hamso Yatha Kshiram Iva Ambumadhyat. This means there are many scriptures to be learned. There is a lot to learn, but we have less time. The time is less and the obstacles for learning are many. So, like a swan, the Hamsa Pakshi is supposed to have the ability to separate milk from water and drink only the milk. So, like the Hamsa Pakshi, like a swan which separates milk from water, one should absorb the essence of what we have to learn. So this is applicable for us in many ways. There is so much to learn, but let us keep our priorities right and learn the essence. So this is what today's Subhashitam is about. So for the Vyavahara Shabdas, for the words which we are learning in general, which are not in the textbook, we will see the numbers, which is Sankhya. It's called Sankhya in Sanskritam. The numbers 1 to 10, let us learn first. Yeah. So the first is Ekam. Ekam is 1. I hope you remember the numerals which we learned some time back. Ekam 1 is number 1. Dve is 2. Trini is 3. Chatvari is 4. Pancha is 5. Shat is 6. Shat is 6. Sapta is 7. Ashta is 8. Nava is 9. Dasha is 10. So, does somebody want to read? Please raise your hand if you want to read. Nirmala Krishnan, do you want to read? Now you can try to unmute yourself.
Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram.
Namaste.
Namaste. One moment. Yes.
Sankhya. Numbers 1 to 10. Ekam 1. Dve 2. Trini 3. Chatvari 4. Pancha 5. Shat 6. Sapta 7. Ashta 8. Nava 9. Dasha 10.
उत्तमम्. धन्यवादः भगिनी.
धन्यवादः.
So these were the numbers. So let us quickly revise what we did under Introduction to Vibhaktis. First, we saw that in Samskrita, all padas are of two types, Subantas and Tingantas. So Subanta is otherwise called Namapada, Tinganta is called Kriyapada. Subantas have sup pratyayas at the end. Before that, we saw that every word has two parts. Whether it is Subanta or Tinganta, there is a Prakriti part and a Pratyaya part. The Prakriti part for a Subanta is a Pratipadikam and its Pratyaya part is the Vibhakti Pratyaya or the Sup Pratyaya. Whereas for a Kriya Padam, the Prakriti part is Dhatuhu and the Pratyaya part is the Ting Pratyaya. So that is why it is called Tingantam. So in Vibhakti, we saw that every noun gets different forms by adding different endings. These endings are called Vibhaktis. They are the Pratyayas, Vibhakti Pratyayas, by adding which we get different forms of the nouns. Why do we use Vibhakti? We use Vibhakti for four principal purposes. The first one for identifying or indicating or pointing out an item or thing or person. For example, Saha Ramaha, Esha Sita, Tat Pustakam, and so on. So that is the first one. Second one is to indicate the relationship of that particular noun with the verb. For instance, Ramaha Sita Pashyati. So Rama is a person who is doing the action and the person who is seen is Sita. So Sita is indicated in the Dvitiya Vibhakti. So that is how we establish the relationship of that noun with the verb by the Vibhakti ending. The other use of Vibhakti is where there are certain specific words in the sentence, and when those words come, it governs a particular vibhakti. We will be seeing that through examples under the different vibhaktis. So yes, for indication of the, for pointing out, for the establishing the relationship with the verb, as well as for in conjunction with different words, which are specific words in Sanskritam, they are associated only with specific vibhaktis. There is another type of use for vibhakti, which is when we have to indicate the relationship of a particular noun with another noun in the sentence. For example, etat Ramasya pustakam. So pustakam belongs to Rama. So we have to associate the book with Rama, and that is done with the help of the Shashti Vibhakti, and so it also helps in that function. So these are the uses of Vibhakti or the purpose of Vibhakti. How many Vibhaktis are there and what are they? So in Sanskritam, they are named according to the numbers like Prathama, Sambodhana Prathama. So both Prathama and Sambodhana Prathama are not two different vibhaktis. The pratyaya or the ending is the same for both. So they are clubbed into one. Then we have Dvitiya, which is the accusative case. Then Tritiya, which is the instrumental case. Chaturthi, which is the dative. Panchami, which is ablative. Shashti, which is genitive. And Saptami, which is locative. So these are the names of the vibhaktis. And they have different purposes. We will be seeing them in detail. Generally, Dvitiya is the object. Instrumental case is used where we use the words by or by means of or with. Chaturthi is used where we have the preposition for. And Panchami where the preposition from is used. And Shashti is for of or when something belongs to somebody. So we use the apostrophe and s in English. So in that case, we use the Shashti Vibhakti. Saptami is to indicate the location. That's why it's called the locative case. So in, on, at, among, upon, these are the words with which we use the Saptami. In these meanings are conveyed through Saptami. And what are the things we are going to see under each Vibhakti? The different forms of the different words in that particular Vibhakti is number one. And number two, we are also going to see where that particular Vibhakti will be used or how it is used in a sentence. This is what we will learn under the different Vibhaktis. We started off with Prathama Vibhakti in the last class, and the homework was to learn the Rama Shabda and the Prathama Vibhakti forms of all the words that we had seen in the last class. So I will be asking you that in some time from now, but first let us do the Shabda Ratanam for the day. That is repetition of the three nouns which we have selected initially. So the first one is the Akaranta Pullinga Rama Shabda. So here, as suggested by one of the students, I have given the purpose of each of these vibhaktis briefly along with the name of the vibhakti, but this is not the only use of this particular vibhakti. As we saw in Prathama Vibhakti, it is used in pointing out, number one. Like we saw the initial sentences that we constructed in Sanskritam, like Saha Ramaha, Yeshaha, Achalaha, and all that. There we are using it for pointing out. There also we can say that it is the subject of the sentence because the verb asti or bhavati is assumed there. Saha Ramaha asti. So there also Ramaha is the subject of the sentence. But that is a special use of the subject there where it is used for pointing out, and so it is in Prathama. Another use is as the subject itself. For example, Ramaha Krishnaha cha Kridataha, where both Rama and Krishna together form the subject. They are directly associated with the action, which is playing. So as a subject, so the most common use of that vibhakti is indicated briefly on the side. So now let us start with the Shabda Ratana. So similarly for Dvitiya Vibhakti also, it is both the object and we have other purposes also. As I told you, there are certain words with which the nouns will come only in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So in association with those specific words, you use the Dvitiya Vibhakti where it need not be the object per se. I will be showing this, or rather I would. Since you were supposed to learn the Rama Shabda, I will not display it on the screen. If somebody wants to try and recite it, you can raise your hands. I'm sorry, I lowered all the hands. You can raise your hands if you want to recite or tell the Rama Shabda. Uganti.
Yes, ma'am. Ram Ram. Can you hear me?
Rama Rama. Yes.
So for Prathama Vibhakti, we will say Ramaha.
You don't have to name the Vibhakti.
Okay, okay.
You just say the different forms in each of the Vibhaktis in order so that it
Ramaha.
forms a kind of.
Sure. Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. He Ram, He Ramau, He Ramaha. Ramaha. Ramam, Ramau, Ramana. Raman. Ramena, Raman. Ramena, Ramabhyam, Ramauha. Ramaya,
Ramai.
Ramai.
Please go ahead.
Yes, Ramai. Ma'am, how do you pronounce that? Ramaihi?
Ramaihi. Correct.
Okay, Ramaihi. Ramaya, Ramabhyam, Ramebhya. Rama.
Ramebhyah. The visarga is pronounced fully.
Ramebhya. Rama, Ramabhyam, Ramebhya. Ramasya, Ramayoha. Ramayoho, Ramayoho. Ramanam,
Yes.
Ramanam. Rame, Ramayoho, Rameshu.
Yes. Uttam. Very good. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavada Bhagini.
Anybody else wants to try? Shri Ranjani Mohan Ram. Do you want to try? You're self-muted. Rama Rama. Namaste.
Namaste.
Can you try reciting the Rama Shabda fully?
Akaranta Pullingaha Rama Shabda. Ramaha Ramau Ramaha He Rama He Ramau He Ramaha Ramam Ramau Ramanne Ramena Ramabhyam Ramaihi Ramasya Ramayoho
Chaturthi. What is the Chaturthi Vibhakti?
Ramaya, sorry. Ramaya, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyah, Ramat, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyah, Ramasya,
Yes.
Ramayoho, Ramanam, Rame, Ramayoho, Rameshu.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha. Shiva Shankar Mahodaya. B.V. Shiva Shankar.
Ram Ram Ram.
Rama Rama. Namaste.
Akarantah Pullingah Ramashabdah. Ramaha Ramau Ramaha. He Rama He Ramau He Ramaha. Ramam Ramau Ramat. Ramena Ramabhyam Ramaihi.
Second one is Ramam Ramau.
Ramam Ramau Raman.
Yes.
Tritiya Ramena Ramabhyam Ramaihi.
Yes.
Ramaya Ramabhyam Ramebhyah. रामात् रामाभ्यां रामेभ्यः रामस्य रामयोः रामाणां रामे रामयोः रामेषु
उत्तमं महोदय, धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः।
Next is akaranta napumsakalinga phala shabda. This you can read. Somebody want to read? Shailaja Gunda. Bhagini, you can start.
राम राम भगिनी।
Ram Ram, namaste.
फलम् अकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः फलशब्दः। फलं फले फलानि। हे फल
Yes.
हे फले हे फलानि। फलं फले फलानि। फलेन फलाभ्यां फलैः। फलाय फलाभ्यां फलेभ्यः। फलात् फलाभ्यां फलेभ्यः। फलस्य फलयोः फलानां। फले फलयोः फलेषु।
सम्यक्, धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः।
शान्ति रामसुब्रह्मण्यम्।
फलं फले फलानि। हे
You can start with the heading. Akarantah.
Okay, sorry. राम राम। अकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः फलशब्दः। फलं फले फलानि। हे फल हे फले हे फलानि। फलानि फलं फले फले फलानि। फलेन फलाभ्यां फलैः। फलाय फलाभ्यां फलेभ्यः। फलात् फलाभ्यां फलेभ्यः। फलस्य फलयोः फलानां। फले फलयोः फलेषु। धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः। वीणा होनट्टी।
नमस्कार भगिनी।
राम राम, नमस्ते।
अकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः फलशब्दः। फलं फले फलानि। हे फल हे फले हे फलानि। फलं फले फलानि। फलेन फलाभ्यां फलैः। फलाय फलाभ्यां फलेभ्यः। फलात् फलाभ्यां फलेभ्यः। फलस्य फलयोः फलानां। फले फलयोः फलेषु।
Okay, this is not fa, it's not phala, it is phala.
Phala.
And ha. The Mahaprana version of pa is ha. And it is not phalen, it is phalena. Phalena phalabhyam phalaihi. Samyak Bhagini, dhanyavadaha. Sujata Bhatt, you can try the Akaranta Strilinga Rama Shabda. Sujata Bhatt. You are unable to unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yes, I can.
आकारान्तः स्त्रीलिङ्गं रमाशब्दः।
आकारान्तः स्त्रीलिङ्गः
स्त्रीलिङ्गं रमाशब्दः।
स्त्रीलिङ्गः
रमा-
रमाशब्दः।
Rama, Rame, Ramaha. He Rame, He Rame, He Rame, He Ramaha. Ramam, Rame, Ramaha. Ramaya, Ramadhyam,
Correct. Ramabhihi.
Ramabhihi.
Yes.
Ramaye, Ramabhihi.
Ramaye.
Ramaye, Ramabhyam, Ramabhayah.
This is
Correct.
Ramaye. The first is Ramaye. Ramabhyam. Ramabhyah.
Ramabhyah. Ramayaha, Ramayaha, Ramabhyam, Ramabhyah.
Uttam.
Ramayaha, Ramayoha, Ramanam. Ramayoha, Ramanam.
Correct.
Ramayam, Ramayoha, Ramasu.
It is Ramayoho.
Ramayoho.
Yes. The ending is O. For Bihi, it is E. For Ramaha, it is A. So, Ramabihi, Ramayoho. That's how you end it with a visarga. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Dhanyavada.
So that was a Shabda Ratanam. I think one more person can say this. Strilinga Shabda, Akaranta, Strilinga, Rama Shabda. Shanti Dinavahi. Shanti Din. Ramaram.
Ramaram Bhagini.
Ramaram. Namaste.
Akarantah Strilingah Rama Shabdah. Rama Rame Ramaha. He Rame, He Rame, He Ramaha. Ramam Rame Ramaha. Ramaya Ramabhyam Ramabhihi. Ramayai Ramabhyam Ramabhyah. Ramayah Ramabhyam Ramabhyah. Ramayah Ramayoh Ramanam. Ramayam Ramayoh Ramasu.
Ramayoho. Yes, it's Ramayaha, Ramayoho, Ramanam, Ramayam, Ramayoho, Ramasu. Uttam. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini. So, we saw the first case or the Prathama Vibhakti in the last class. We saw the Akaranta, Pullinga, Rama Shabda. These three are only Pullinga Shabdas which are given in this slide. The first one is Akaranta, Rama Shabda. So, if there is an Akaranta, Pullinga Shabda, it will usually decline exactly like the Rama Shabda. So, all the endings will be similar to that of the Rama Shabda. So, knowing just Rama Shabda, you would have learned the Vibhaktis of all the Akaranta Pullinga Shabdas. Similarly, the second one is Ikaranta Hari Shabda. We know that in Prathama Vibhakti, it has the forms Harihi, Hari, Harayaha. Knowing this, we'll know all the Ikaranta ending Pullinga Shabdas. Oh, we have Guru Shabda, Guru, Guru, Guravaha. So these are the three Pullinga Shabdas that we have learned. In Strilinga, we have learned only the Akaranta Strilinga Shabda, which is Sita or Rama, Mala, etc. We also came across some Hrasva Ikara ending Strilinga Shabdas like Bhumihi, if you remember. Like that, we have Matihi. Then we saw Nadi, which is an Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda. Similar to that is Gauri. There is also Dhenu, which is the Hrasva Ukara ending Strilinga Shabda. Similar to that is Chanchu. Chanchu. And Vadhu is the Dirgha Ukara ending Strilinga Shabdas. So there are 5 types of Strilinga Shabdas that we are also going to learn. So let us learn the Prathama Vibhakti of these Shabdas as well. Sita we know. Sita, Site, Sitaha in Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam. For Mati, it is Matihi, Mati, Matayaha. So it is similar to the Pullinga Shabda Hari. Harihi, Hari, Harayaha, right? So in Prathama, it is Matihi, Matihi, Mati, Matayaha. This should be Matyau, Matayaha. Okay, we will ignore this for now. I have to make some corrections to this. We will go to the Napumsakalinga Shabdas. Phalam, Phale, Phalani is the Akara ending Napumsakalinga Shabda. For Vari, it is the Ikara ending Napumsakalinga Shabda. This is a new Shabda that we will be learning. Vari, Varini, Varini. And for Vastu, it is Vastu, Vastuni, Vastuni. So the way in which the Napumsakalinga Shabdas decline is like this. Vari, Varini, Varini. And for Vastu, it is Vastu, Vastuni, Dirgha Ikara ending. And for this, it is Vastu. You elongate the Ukara and it has a Hrasva ending. So these are the new Prathama Vibhakti Shabdas that we will be learning now. So we already saw the usage of Prathama Vibhakti, which is to point out, as in Saha Ramaha Asti. Saha, that is Rama. Active voice, we use it as the subject. The Prathama Vibhakti appears as the subject. Balau Kridataha, where Balau is the subject. So the verb agrees with this Balau. Kridataha, it is Dvivachanam because of this Balau. In passive voice, the object appears in Prathama Vibhakti. This we will be seeing later. For now, we will not deal with this. The next Vibhakti that we will have to see is the Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti. The Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti is used for addressing a person. So what are the forms like is what we are going to see now. So in Rama Shabda, the thing in Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti is that always the Ekavachanam is the only thing that differs from the Prathama Vibhakti. In Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam, the forms are exactly the same as in the Prathama Vibhakti. So Prathama and Sambodhana Prathama differ only in the Ekavachanam for all Shabdas. So if you know the Prathama, only by changing the Ekavachanam, it may change that too. In some words, they may remain the same, but in Dvivachana, Bahuvachana, always they are the same. So for Rama, it is Rama, Ramau, Ramaha. For Hari, it is Hare, Hare, Hari, Harayaha. Hari and Harayaha are the same as in Prathama. For Guru, it is Guru, Guru, Guravaha. For Sita, it is Site, Site, Sitaha. And for Mate, Mati, Matayaha. Matihi, Matyau, Matayaha. This also has to be changed. I will change this as well. Gauri, Gauryau, Gauryaha. Chancho, Chanchu, Chanchavaha. Chanchvau, Chanchavaha, Vaduhu, Vadvau, Vadvaha. The Sambodhana Prathama for Phala Shabda is Phala, Phale, Phalani. For Vari, there are two forms. One is Vare and the other is Vari itself. So one of the two forms is the same as the Prathama Vibhakti. Vare or Vari, you can use either of them. Varini and Varini. And for Vastu, Vastu is the Ukaranta Napumsakalinga Shabda. It is Vastu, Vastu. Both are used. Vastuni, Vastuni. So these are the forms of the Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti. As I told you, the Prathama Vibhakti form and the Sambodhana Prathama differ only in Ekavachanam. The Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam are the same as in Prathama for Sambodhana Prathama. So for Sarvanama Shabdas, there is no Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti at all, because it won't make sense to use a Sarvanama Shabda for addressing. So there is no Sarvanama Shabda form in the vocative case. Now let us try to do some exercises for using the Sambodhana Prathama. So we know that Sambodhana Prathama is used for addressing or calling somebody. Let me give you an example. Balika likhati. Balika is in Prathama Vibhakti, Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Likhati. Balike likha. What does it mean? Hey Balike, you're addressing the girl and you're saying, write. So I have not written the ti here. It means this is in the lot lakaraha, which is an imperative case, which we will learn later. But for now, for the singular form of the Prathama Purusha or the Anya Purusha, we are just removing this ending ti. If you remove the last ti in the word, you get the order. You're addressing the girl and telling her, you write. Similarly, Ramaha Kridati, Rama is playing. Rama Krida, oh Rama, play, is what you're giving an instruction to Rama to play. So you have removed the ti here and just given Krida. So similarly, you can try the other words and other sentences. The important thing is to convert this Prathama into the Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti. So if somebody wants to try, you can raise your hand. Sai ji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Rama Rama. Namaste.
Namaste. Sita Dhavati. Sita Dhavati. Site Dhava.
Uttama. Site is how you address the Akaranta ending word. Site Dhava.
Harihi. Harihi Namati. Hari Nama.
Hare Nama.
Hare. Hare Nama. Guruhu Agachati. Gurave Agacha.
I'm sorry. Guru. It is Guru Agacha.
Guru Agacha.
Yes. Can you see this? Ashvaha.
No, I can't see that.
You can't see that. Ashvaha khadati. It is Ashvaha
Ashvaha
khadati.
khadati.
Yes.
Ashva khada.
Uttam. Ashva khada. So for akaranta pullinga shabda, you just remove the visarga. Ramaha becomes Rama. Like that, Ashvaha becomes Ashva. Can you tell me the meaning of this? Ashva khada.
Ashva is a horse.
Yes.
Eat. So you're instructing
Yes.
the horse, eat.
Correct. I think the rest of the words are simple. Site dhava means
Sita, run.
Sita run. Uttam. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavad.
Rita Kotecha. Rita Kotecha, you want to try? Just give me a moment. Rangapriya Shekhar, you want to try?
राम 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 उमा लिखति उमे लिख
Correct.
याचकः गच्छति याचक गच्छ हे याचक गच्छ
Yes.
केशवः पश्यति केशव पश्य
Keshava.
केशव पश्य धनिकः यच्छति धनिक यच्छ
Uttam.
बालः पिबति बाल पिब बालिका धावति बालिके धाव
Yes. Balika becomes Balike. So we have seen only akara ending shabdas here, just for learning how the vocative case is used. Dhanyavadah Mohini. Uttam. Samyak krita. Dhanyavadah. Now we will, since we have seen some new shabdas today, we will try and revise that one more time, because these shabdas we are going to be seeing in the other vibhaktis as well. So I thought we can introduce those shabdas right now so that you learn all the vibhakti forms of the ikara, ikara ending strilinga shabdas, the ukara, ukara ending strilinga shabda, as well as the ikara and ukara, hrasva ikara, hrasva ukara, napumsakalinga shabdas. So let us repeat them one more time. Somebody wants to read, you can raise your hand. Ramya Vijay Raghavan.
Namaste, ma'am.
Rama, namaste. So the forms given here are the other ending, that is ikara and ukara ending Strilinga Shabdas. Yes, please go ahead.
This is the Prathama Vibhakti. So Prathama
Yes,
Vibhakti
Prathama
Rupani.
We will learn from the Prathama, the Sambodhana, and then go on to the, because in the textbook, it is these words are given only from the Tritiya Vibhakti onwards. But we'll start with the Prathama itself.
Okay. Prathama Vibhakti Rupani Strilinga. So you want me to read the words also?
Yes.
So the Sita Shabdaha, Sita, Site, Sitaha. Mati Shabdaha, Matihi, Mati, Matayaha. Gauri Shabdaha is Gauri, Gauryau, Gauryau. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Gauryau.
And Gauryau, Gauryaha.
Yes.
Chanchu. What is the meaning of the word Chanchu?
The Chanchu is the beak of a bird. It's a Strilinga Shabda.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you have not come across this word before. It is the beak of a bird. It's called Chanchu.
All right. Chanchu Shabdaha, that is Chanchuhu, Chanchu, Chanchavaha. Vadhu Shabdaha is Vadhu, Vadvau, Vadvaha.
Dhanyavada, Bhagini.
Dhanyavada.
Similarly, the Napumsakalinga Shabdas, Prathama Vibhakti. Radha Madan. Radha Madan, would you like to try?
Ram Mahodaya.
Ram. Yeah.
Prathama Vibhakti Napumsakalinga Shabdaha. Pala Shabdaha, Palam, Pale, Palani. Vari Shabda, Vari, Varini, Varini. Vastu Shabda, Vastu, Vastuni, Vastuni.
Yes. So when you're reading this, make it a point to elongate this Dirgha Swaras so that it stays in your mind. It will be like a sound pattern which is impressed in your mind. Vari, Varini, Varini. So make it very specific so that you don't make a mistake in the spelling while writing.
Okay.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. Pala Shabdaha, Palam, Pale, Palani. Vari Shabda, Vari, Varini, Varini. Vastu Shabda, Vastu, Vastuni, Vastuni.
Uttama. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada.
Now, similarly for the Sambodhana Prathama also. Prashant PS. Prashant PS. We are unable to hear you.
Ramaha. Hari.
Sorry, can you
Hare,
start again?
Hari, Harayaha. Guru, Guru. Yes, ma'am. Rama Shabdaha. Rama, Ramau, Ramaha. Hari.
Just
Hari
a minute. One moment. You said Rama, Ramau, Ramaha for Sambodhana Prathama. What is the Prathama Vibhakti?
Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha.
Uttam. Similarly, for Hari.
Hari, Harihi, Hari, Harayaha.
Yes. And the Sambodhana is?
Guru, Guru, Guravaha.
That's right, but can you also say the Sambodhana together with it?
Yes, ma'am. Ramah, Ramau, Ramaha. He Rama, he Ramau, he Ramaha.
Uttama.
Harihi, Hari, Harayah.
Yes.
Hare, Hari, Harayah. Guruhu,
Uttama.
Guru, Guravaha. Guro, Guru, Guravaha.
Samyak. Dhanyavadaha.
Bhagini.
Padmini Varadan. Can you try the Sambodhana Prathama of the Strilinga Shabdas? Padmini Varadan, we are unable to hear you. I'm sorry, we are unable to hear you. Muralidharan Mahodaya. Muralidharan Mahodaya.
संबोधन प्रथमा विभक्ति रूपाणि स्त्रीलिंग सीता
Yes.
सीते सीते सीताः मती
Can you also say the Prathama?
सीता शीते सीताः
Yes.
सीते सीते सीताः
Uttama.
मती मतिः मती मतयः मते मती मतयः
Uttama.
गौरी 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 गौर्यो गौर्याः.
For the Prathama, it is Gauri. It is Ikaranta, Dirgha Ikara for the Prathama. And for the Sambodhana Prathama, it is Hrasva Ikara. Gauri, Gauryo, Gauriha.
Gauri, 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 Gauri or Gauri?
There is no Visarga there. The Prathama has the Dirgha Ikara and the Sambodhana Prathama has the Hrasva Ikara. That's
Gauri, Gauri, Gauryo, Gauryaha.
Yes.
Gauri, Gauri, Gauryo, Gauryaha.
Uttama.
Chan,
for the
Chanchuhu, Chanchu, Chanchu, Chanchavaha. Chancho, Chanchu, Chanchavaha.
So the Prathama is Chanchuhu Chanchu Chanchavaha and the Sambodhana Prathama is Chancho Chanchu Chanchavaha. Uttama. Anya Agrimam.
Vaduhu Vadvav Vadvaha. Vadu Vadvav Vadvaha.
Uttama Mahodaya. Samyak. Dhanyavadaha.
Yeah.
So here, if you notice, the Hrasva ending Ikara Mati Shabda and the Hrasva Ukara ending Chanchu Shabda are similar. Only that the Yakara is replaced by Vakara here. So it is Matayaha, whereas here it is Chanchavaha. And similarly, for the Dirgha Ikara ending Gauri Shabda, is Gauryo, there is a Yakara here. Whereas for Ukara ending Vadhu Shabda, in Dvivachanam it is Vadvau. So when E comes, it is usually associated with Yakara. And when U comes, it is associated with Vakara. These are some clues which will help you remember the forms.
Earlier you said Mati, Matyo. It is not Mati, Mati is correct. What you are written is
Matihi,
right.
Mati. Ah, this is
Mati,
correct. Matihi.
Earlier you said you will change it. It is already correct only.
It is correct. Sorry, Mahodaya. This is correct. This is the correct form. Dhanyavadaha. Yeah.
Dhanyavad.
Next is the Napumsakalinga Shabdas Sambodhana Prathama. Malini Komar. Malini Komar. Okay. Bhagini.
Hello, Ram Ram.
Ram
Can you
Ram.
hear me?
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yes.
Phala Shabda Sambodhana Vibhakti Phalam Phala Phale Phalani.
Yes. The Prathama is?
Phalam Phale Phalani.
Yes.
That's the Prathama. And then the Sambodhana Vibhakti for Bari is Vare or Vari, Varini,
Yes.
Varini.
Uttam.
Vastu is Vasto, Vastu, Vastuni, Vastuni.
Yes. So for Vari, the Prathama Vibhakti is Vari, Varini, Varini. And the Sambodhana, you have an optional Vare. You can use Vare or Vari itself. So here it is the same as Prathama if you use Vari, Varini, Varini. Whereas there is an option to use Vare. Similarly for Vastu, it is Vastu, Vastuni, Vastuni. And for Sambodhana also it can be Vastu, Vastuni, Vastuni or Vastu, Vastuni, Vastuni. You have that option.
What does Vari mean? What does Vari mean?
Vari is water.
Oh, water?
Yes.
And
Vari is, Vastu is any object, anything.
Okay.
Vastu.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dhanyavada. The meaning of Chanchu is beak. Gauri is Dirgha Ri, isn't it? Yes. But in Sambodhana, it is Gauri. Gauryo, Gaurya. Yes. Hey, you is not there in Sanskritam. So with Sarvanama Shabdas, we don't have the Sambodhana form. Don't we have hey, you? Many of you have asked this question. No, we don't. Vari is water and Chanchu is beak. You can make a note of these two words. I have a question in Phala Shabda. Hema Anna, what is your question?
Namaskaram. Actually,
Rama.
Rama. Phala Shabdam,
Yes.
how can we say like a Sambodhanam, He Phalam, He Phale? We cannot say no. I mean, it sounds a little.
Yes, but sometimes in poetry you find that even the neuter gender things are addressed. That is one thing. Secondly, you should remember that in Sanskritam, the gender does not depend on the meaning. It depends on the noun itself. So sometimes even a living person can also have a Napumsakalinga word. So in that case, it will be useful. And anyway, these forms are given as an indication for all the akara ending Napumsakalinga words. So the same forms are going to be there uniformly throughout for all such nouns. This is why we learn some of the sample shabdas and use it as a reference for the other shabdas.
Okay. Dhanyavada, Madhya.
meaning of mati is intelligence or the intellect is mati. Meaning of vari is asked. Vari is water. Yes, some people have again asked that whether we can use the vocative or the sambodhana after the saptami, that is in the end. Yes, you can. That is also a practice. But we generally follow the practice of clubbing it along with the prathama vibhakti. What is the other way of writing sankhya? Sankhya can also be written with the anuswara or with the nakara. Both ways are right. Why is ekavachanam he phala and not he phale? The forms are given. We cannot ask why this particular form is correct. It is derived according to grammar principles. The usage of the fifth case is the ablative, where we use it in the meaning of from. So when there is a detachment or separation, then the base from which the detachment happens or the origin from which something is generated is used in the Panchami Vibhuti. That is the usual meaning of Panchami. We'll see that in detail when we come to Panchami. Yes, declension of Mati and Vadhu are Mati and Chanchu are correct because they are both Hrasva. Vadhu is Dirgha. I suddenly got confused with Hari Shabda. So yes, it is similar to Hari Shabda. So it is correct. Is it possible to upload the video after the class is done? Yes, the video will be uploaded. It may take a day or two to get uploaded because it is done by our volunteers. What is Vadhu? Vadhu means a bride or wife. So these are some new words that you are learning. Vadhu is a bride. Vadhu is bride. And Chanchu is beak. Vari is water. These are the new words that we have learned today. Prashant PS has a question. Yes, Prashant PS, what is your question about Sambodhana?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, here in the Vari Shabdaha, here
Yes.
can we use Vare also while we are addressing?
Yes, Vare or Vari when it is in singular. Both are.
Ma'am, my other doubt is that when in the previous slide we were telling about the passive voice, that time Tena Patham Pathyate was the sentence. So the meaning of
Patha Pathyate.
yes, ma'am. So the sentence meaning is that the chapter is read by them, ma'am, but it is given that they will read the chapter later.
I have written that the passive voice will be read by us. We will do the passive voice thing later. We will not study it now. We are just going to know that the Prathama Vibhakti can be used as object in passive voice usage. That's all. So
In Phala Shabda, we are removing the and making it Sambodhana Prathamana, ma'am, in Phalam and
we are not removing the we are removing only the So it is Phala.
Phala. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I have joined the class today only. How can I see the previous classes? Please access the course page. I'm sure you have registered for the course. That is why you are able to log into this webinar. So when you access the course page after logging into the Vyoma website, you please scroll down in this course page, and then you can see the different lessons and the videos, the presentations, everything uploaded against each lesson. I think, is there a problem with the screen today? I'm not aware of it. Quite a few of you are saying that there is a problem with the screen. It's small. Okay. There are some responses that there is no problem. So we will stop with Sambodhana Prathama because Dvitiya is quite a big portion by itself. And time is also up. We will stop here and recite the Shanti Mantra. Does somebody want to recite the Shanti Mantra? You can volunteer. And lower all hands. If somebody wants to recite the Shanti Mantra, you can raise your hand. Sheetal Shah Mahoday. Sheetal Shah.
Namo Ram.
Namo.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyat Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaskar. Dhanyawad.
Namaskar. Dhanyavadah. Namaskaraha. Shubharatrihi. Punarmila.